I have been sitting here thinking about this team, and honestly, we can finally bury that ridiculous Garrett Bradbury trade rumor now that the Ravens have signed Ethan Posich. It is a massive relief for every Chicago Bears fan because it officially ends the nonsensical chatter about flipping our veteran center before training camp even begins. This move stabilizes our roster and stops the noise, proving once and for all that our front office has a clear plan in the trenches. And honestly, the more details come out, the harder it is to ignore what is going on behind the scenes. Hit the like button, subscribe, and drop your name and city in the comments below. Let's get into it. We can finally put the tired narrative surrounding Garrett Bradbury to rest because the Baltimore Ravens have signed Ethan Posich, effectively killing the trade rumors that have plagued our offseason. Since the sudden retirement of Drew Dalman, we have been forced to endure endless speculation that Bradbury might be flipped to the Ravens if rookie Logan Jones secured the starting center job. The Bears acted decisively this spring by trading a future fifth-round pick for Bradbury and selecting Jones in the second round of the 2026 NFL Draft. This front office clearly prioritized stability at the pivot position, yet media outlets insisted on creating a false dilemma regarding Bradbury's future in Chicago. Fans have grown exhausted by this chatter, especially given that parting with a veteran like Bradbury would have left our rookie center without essential guidance. This is where it gets real, as we must consider that head coach Ben Johnson views this position as the quarterback of our offensive line, making the upcoming training camp battle between Bradbury and Jones the most significant story for our unit. While some pundits argued that Chicago would flip Bradbury for a mid-round pick, the reality remains that our coaching staff values the intellectual rigor required for this role above all else. I believe Bradbury will start week 1 because Johnson demands that rookies earn their trust before seeing meaningful snaps, much like we witnessed with our tackle rotation last season. With the trade talk finally silenced by the Ravens move, we are left with a more pressing tension that needs our focus. If Bradbury holds the job as expected, what specific mental benchmarks must Logan Jones hit during these next few weeks of practice to convince Ben Johnson that he is truly ready to take the reins before the regular season schedule intensifies? The decision to hold on to both Garrett Bradbury and Logan Jones reflects a calculated shift in how our front office handles the center position after the unexpected retirement of Drew Dalman earlier this year. This approach marks a stark departure from past seasons where we often rushed rookies into starting roles before they were fully prepared to manage the mental demands of the line. By securing a veteran through a trade involving a fifth-round pick, the organization prioritized stability over immediate financial savings or draft capital. And I'll be straight with you, there is no chance that Ben Johnson intends to walk into the season without a proven insurance policy at such a vital spot. Behind closed doors, leadership likely views this dual investment as the safest path toward protecting our quarterback, especially considering the physical rigors of a full 16-game stretch. Historically, our team has struggled when lacking depth, often forcing players into positions where they were overmatched by seasoned defensive fronts. Now, we finally have the luxury of letting a top draft choice grow within the system, while a veteran holds the line. This mirrors a strategy seen during the previous regime, though it lacked the long-term foresight we are seeing today under current leadership. The coaching staff is clearly valuing the intelligence required to call out protection schemes, a trait that typically takes years of professional experience to master. If the rookie shows he can command the huddle during the heat of training camp, the transition will happen naturally. But there is no urgency to force the issue at the expense of our Week 1 efficiency. We have finally moved beyond the phase of hoping for a quick fix, choosing instead to build a roster capable of enduring the inevitable challenges that arise during the cold weather months of the season. Clearing the air regarding the center position is vital for our stability as we approach the start of training camp because it removes a persistent distraction that served no purpose for the organization. With the Baltimore Ravens officially signing Ethan Posich, we can finally stop entertaining the baseless rumors about flipping Garrett Bradbury and focus entirely on the competition at hand. What makes this even bigger is that the roster is now locked into a clear philosophy, prioritizing veteran experience at this crucial spot while Logan Jones continues his development as the second-round pick from the 2026 NFL Draft. This move solidifies our depth chart and ensures we head into the season without the looming threat of unnecessary roster upheaval. By keeping both Bradbury and Jones, we maintain a reliable safety net, which is essential for managing the high-stakes mental demands Ben Johnson places on his offensive line. As we look ahead to the schedule, having a secure veteran presence at center will be the difference maker during intense divisional matchups against teams like the Green Bay Packers. These games are often won or lost in the trenches, and the poise provided by a seasoned starter will allow our quarterback to make better pre-snap reads, ultimately improving our efficiency on third downs. Securing this position against constant outside noise also strengthens our standing within the division, as consistency at center provides a foundation for the entire offense to execute at a higher level throughout the season. With the drama behind us, our path toward a deep playoff run seems far more achievable. We can now proceed with confidence, knowing that our coaching staff has established the necessary depth to handle the rigors of a long year, while keeping our most talented young players ready for when their moment finally arrives. The decision to retain both Garrett Bradbury and Logan Jones provides our team with a critical safety net that many franchises simply lack. By pairing a seasoned veteran with a high-ceiling draft pick, the Bears have effectively insulated the offensive line against the potential for an early season disaster. This dual approach ensures that we are not forced to rely on a trial by fire for a rookie at the most mentally demanding position on the field. The truth is, having Bradbury offers a sense of stability that allows Jones the necessary time to learn the complexities of the system without the crushing weight of immediate failure hanging over his head. Conversely, the downside remains that carrying two high-caliber players at center limits our depth elsewhere, potentially creating a bottleneck that could hinder our overall roster flexibility if one player fails to separate himself during camp. Around the league, many observers originally speculated that Garrett Bradbury might be an easy trade asset, with teams like the Baltimore Ravens frequently mentioned as potential landing spots. Others pointed to the possibility of a move involving internal roster shifts if Logan Jones flashed dominance, but these rumors consistently ignored the value of interior continuity. Here's where I land on this whole situation. The trade speculation was never grounded in reality because our coaching staff prioritizes protection over draft assets. I think the media spent far too much energy chasing a phantom trade scenario that would have left our pocket vulnerable. It is refreshing to see the team ignore the outside noise and focus on building a robust foundation, as success in this league is rarely found by sacrificing your most important depth pieces just to recoup a mid-round pick. We are in a much better position having both men pushing each other to reach a higher standard of excellence as we approach our season opener. The decision to finally put these trade rumors behind us signals a refreshing shift in how the Chicago Bears operate as a professional organization. By avoiding unnecessary roster drama and ignoring the noise surrounding Garrett Bradbury, the front office is clearly prioritizing long-term stability and internal development over short-term reactionary moves. This signifies that George McCaskey and his staff are building a foundation based on calculated patience rather than panic, ensuring that our rookie center, Logan Jones, develops in the right environment without the pressure of being forced into a starting role before he is truly ready. Here's where it gets interesting, because this approach suggests a commitment to a winning culture where merit and preparation outweigh outside speculation. As fans, you should feel a genuine sense of confidence heading into training camp, knowing that the team has addressed the center position with both veteran reliability and high upside youth. We finally have a clear, mature strategy at the most critical spot on the line, which is exactly the kind of organizational discipline we have been waiting for. This stability allows our coaching staff to focus on evaluating talent rather than managing trade rumors, giving everyone involved the best possible chance to succeed. With the Baltimore Ravens now set at the position, we can officially turn our full attention toward the upcoming competition between our two centers. Looking ahead to the start of the season, do you believe that Garrett Bradbury's veteran experience will be enough to hold off Logan Jones for the starting center spot in Week 1? If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. Bear down. I'll see you in the next one.